Scammers are everywhere. You've got to be really careful. Today, I was nearly scammed. So I'm going to share my experience with you and hopefully it won't happen to you. Then I'm going to ring the scammer and see just how far he is going to attempt to scam me. Don't worry, I've put everything in place to assure that I cannot be scammed, but I nearly fell for this. Let me give you a little bit of a backstory on what happened. Well, I had a missed call and then I received a text message from what I thought was the bank. Why did I think it was the bank? Well, you know, when you make transactions or you buy something online and it says, we will send a SMS message to your phone with a code. Well, the actual message said, please call us regarding your card. And it gave me the last 4 digits of the cards on this number. This is your bank. I won't say the name of the bank, but it was in the same SMS feed that all the codes came through. So I assumed it was the bank. I called the number. There was no hold music. So that sort of threw me off a little bit. But when the guy answered, he did say the name of the bank and he was English. Now, I've seen so many scam videos and usually they're in India and places like that, aren't they? But this guy was an English guy from London. I called a London number. He answered with the name of the bank and he said the following. Now, I have to give you this information before we go in and call him because you need to understand what's happened. So he said, have you had any unusual transactions on your account? Well, yesterday I had 2 transactions from a company called Pizza Go Go. I don't eat pizza. And I certainly didn't order pizza from Northampton at a place called Pizza Go Go. It was for £20 and £2.99. And it was pending. Now, I could have cancelled those transactions. In fact, I went to cancel them. And at the end of cancelling them, it says, we will cancel your card and send you a replacement. Now, you know how much stress that is to cancel a card, have a replacement. And for £20, stupidly, I thought, well, I won't cancel them now. I'll wait and see if any other transactions come out and then I'll see what happens. I should have, and this is a word to you lot, cancelled the transactions. Cancel anything straight away. It's worth it in the end. So I didn't. So let's go back to today's phone call. The guy called me, John, and he said, did you have any unusual transactions? I said, yes, I did. He said, were they from Pizza Go Go? I said, well, yes, John, they were actually. And he said, why didn't you cancel them? I said, well, I didn't really want to, as I've just explained. I didn't really want to cancel the card. And he then started to put my mind at ease and play the very sort of safety first person, as if he was looking out for me. You know, you need to make sure you do this. You've got to be careful. There's lots of scammers out. Have you used your card anywhere? I said, no. Have you used it manually? Right, okay, blah, blah, blah. So he went on. He made me feel very secure. Let's not forget, he's an English guy from London, sending me a message on the bank's SMS and with a number that sort of matches the bank number and their support number. Why would I think it's anybody different? So long and short, he carried on talking, making me feel good, making me feel that he was so security conscious and that I should be security conscious, giving me advice on what to do. He then said there has been a number of big transactions to eBay and Remitly for about 15,000 euros. I said, well, I haven't made them, John. No way in the world have I made them. He said, do not worry. They are pending and I will get them cancelled. First of all, I'm going to cancel your card. I said, that's brilliant. Cancel the card right away. A text message arrived and it said, your card has been cancelled. Great. Thank you very much, John, for all your help and support. Bear in mind, I'm going to ring John in a minute and we're going to get to the bottom of this. He still doesn't know that I've sorted everything out. So the card was cancelled in my mind. John then went on to say, look, I need to go through and cancel these transactions one by one. Can you assist me? I said, John, I'm busy at the moment. I'm in the car. When will you be home? I said, I'll be home at 7 o'clock. Can we schedule a call for 7 o'clock? I said, yes, we can. I'm going to send you another SMS now, another text message, and another text message came through to say your call has been scheduled for 7 p.m. Now, the minute I came off the phone, I went into the app and I cancelled the card straight away. And I also changed my passwords. So I realised at that point that John was not a real person. I then called the number of John back and he answered and then proceeded to call me about 15 or 20 times. So no bank actually does that, do they? I mean, it's hard enough to get in touch with a bank, let alone them calling you. So I knew something was up. The minute I got home, I called the bank and spoke to the actual fraud department, who said, yep, this sounds very, very dodgy. You've done the right thing. You've cancelled your cards. So if that happens, cancel everything straight away. Don't risk it. And he said they're going to look into it. I said, well, I'm also going to look into it. So I'm going to call John right now, and we're going to get to the bottom of this. And we're going to see just how far John is going to try and scam me. And also, we're going to see how he does it. I'm going to play along all the way. Now, bear in mind, I've cancelled the cards. I've changed the passwords. Hopefully, John can't do anything to me. I've changed everything. But we're going to give him a call, and we're going to see just what this scumbag is up to. Ready? Let's go. Hello, how are you? You okay?
Perfect, yeah, fine, thank you. Thank you very much for asking. Okay, so with regards to the SMS that you did receive earlier,
yes,
I'm just going to get some more credentials for you before we do continue. All right?
Okay, yeah, cool.
Now, earlier you should have received a text message with regards to the scheduled call, and that's a reference of 9302. Just go ahead and check that for me.
Sorry, I was driving.
It should say you've called.
Yeah, I was driving earlier, so I couldn't check anything with you because I was on the phone. But I'll tell you what, I'm really worried that you said there was some transactions, didn't you? Some big ones from eBay.
That's correct. Those are the ones that we will be needing to cancel for you. So
okay, and just John, sorry to butt in, mate. I don't mean to be rude. You've definitely cancelled my card, yeah?
Yes, the card has already been voided. I can see on file. So the card was already voided, okay?
Yeah.
But I can see on file someone has already initiated for that to be cancelled as well. Okay.
Yeah. So what do you need? Yeah, I've got a reference 9302 for the scheduled call at 7 o'clock.
Yeah, that's correct. That's correct. So 9302, and the one previously to verify that you're speaking with an advisor, 4301A.
That's correct, yeah.
All right, perfect. Now, would you like me to go ahead and get you another SMS sent over? That's just with regards to verifying this call for yourself?
No, I don't think there's a need to. I mean, I spoke to you earlier, so...
Okay, perfect. That's fine. No worries at all. Now, with regards to the activity that's taking place, so it is very important that we're getting each of those fraudulent transactions voided for you, okay?
Yeah.
And that's with regards to the eBay transactions that have taken place. So there were more than 5 transactions that were attempted. I'm going to confirm each of those amounts with you. Now, David, do you have access to the account now? And can you take a look at the transactions for yourself, all right? Now, apart from the Go Pizza transaction, are there any other transactions that you don't recognise currently?
No, I had a look through. I couldn't see them, and I couldn't see the eBay ones either. So I'm a bit confused as to why they're not showing as pending.
Can you head over to the card section for yourself?
Yeah, sure. Yeah, no problem.
Okay, perfect. And currently, is that in a frozen state for yourself?
Yeah, it's frozen. I think you must have frozen it.
Yeah, now, just to verify, we are going to get these transactions voided for yourself, okay?
Okay.
So essentially, I'm going to need you to go ahead and get that card unfrozen temporarily.
Okay.
Now, with regards to that, I'm going to be blocking all online transactions, okay? So the online transactions won't be able to be processed.
Okay.
But essentially, we need that to be active whilst we're processing the cancellations for you.
Okay.
So can you just go ahead and unfreeze your card for me? Alert me once that's been unfrozen for yourself, all right?
Yeah, okay, that says unfrozen now.
Perfect, no worries at all. So essentially, you're not going to be charged for any of the transactions for yourself, okay? Now, if you can head back onto the main page, I'd just like to confirm additionally, so with regards to the account, I will need a verbal confirmation that funds haven't been deducted subject to the fraud. Can you go ahead and give me a verbal confirmation, and that's of the available balance down to the last 2 pennies for yourself, okay? And that is within the Euro account, firstly.
You want to know the balance? Okay, 750,872.
So just repeat that for me. I do apologise. So on the Euro part, just repeat that for me.
In the Euro account, there's 750,872 and 22 cents.
No worries at all. So just bear with me for the brief moment. Now, essentially, because of the amount of transactions that have been attempted, we're going to need to get each of those voided for you one by one,
Yeah.
making sure that you're not being charged at a later stage for yourself.
Okay.
That's the main factor, all right?
Yeah.
Now, with regards to these fraudulent payments that have been attempted, they might potentially reflect on your statements, okay?
Mm-hmm.
However, if they do reflect on the statement, we are definitely going to be getting those refunded for you, okay?
Okay.
Now, with regards to the account in specific, because there's also been some logging activity,
Mm-hmm.
can you just go ahead and check your emails, see if you received any emails from us at all? And that's with regards to what's taking place. Any of the logging activity may be anything that, could be of significance for yourself. And make sure that you're not clicking on any links or anything of that nature, all right? Okay. So just to confirm, you haven't received any emails, and that's with regards to the login activity to try and maybe reset your password, anything of that nature. All right, okay, no worries at all. So if you just bear with me, I'm just currently getting up the cancellation system for you now, okay?
Yeah.
And just to confirm, with regards to the activity as well, because you do currently hold funds higher than our FSCS threshold for insurance, we're just going to need to take some preventative measures to make sure that your funds are in fact safe and in a non-compromised state for yourself. All right?
Yeah.
Now, essentially, what I will go ahead and do for you is I'm going to get up some of the cancellation systems for yourself now, okay?
Yeah.
And we're going to start voiding some of these fraudulent payments for you, okay? I'll be back pretty shortly. Feel free to refresh and get a cup of water for yourself whilst I'm getting that process. Because of the amount of activity that's taken place, it might take a moment for us to process all of this for yourself, okay?
Okay, perfect. Thank you very much. Right. So I've just muted that. Just to let you know, please don't try this at home. I'm a professional idiot, you know that. But I've got him on mute. So essentially, he has nothing to do with the bank at all. Now, I've changed my password on the bank. That's not a problem. I've cancelled the card as well. So he doesn't know that the card has been cancelled. As he said, I needed to unfreeze the account. So I would think now what he's going to try and do is make these transactions with the card, and then I will see that transaction come through. This is what I'm thinking he's going to do. He's going to say, you might, if you went back to what he said you might see them appear. Don't worry if they appear, they're okay. We're just in the process of cancelling them. So what I think he's going to do now is he doesn't know that I've changed my passwords, I've cancelled the card, and everything is blocked. So there's no way he can use that card now. By the way, I haven't got 750,000 in that account. I just thought I'd make him very excited. He's let himself slip a little bit because I could hear his colleague in the background. But they'll be off now, flapping around and trying to use the card. Clearly they won't be able to. So let's see what happens when he comes back on. This could be very, very interesting.
Perfect, sir.
He's back.
So just to confirm, we're going to start getting some of these transactions voided. Now, have you heard of a merchant by the name of Remitly?
Remitly, yeah, I don't know them. I've never done business with them. I think isn't Remitly one of those where you can send money abroad?
Like a global remittance.
Yeah, it's like you can send money to people, can't you?
That's correct.
Have they tried to send money to Remitly then?
That's correct. They've tried over, it does appear to be 45,000.
Wow.
In numerous increments, and they're all being held by the background system. So what I will need to do is I'm going to need to get each of those cancelled for you. So I'm going to be needing to get you a couple of SMS sent over. And that's with regards to the fraudulent transactions that have been attempted. And I'm going to get each of those transactions cancelled for you. All right?
Yeah.
So if you just bear with me for a brief moment, I'm going to go ahead and get that up for you now.
Okay, perfect.
Now, it is a huge concern with regards to, what has taken place, but no need to worry at all. We're going to definitely make sure that all of this activity is going to be voided for you, all right?
Thanks, John. Jesus Christ.
So essentially, I'm going to be getting you an SMS sent over. That's with regards to the fraudulent transaction, okay?
Yeah.
It will include a code, and that is a transaction ID for each SMS. Now, I'm going to get that code cancelled for you, essentially, okay? So because the transaction's being held by the background system, we just need to get each of those voided, all right? Okay. And just to verify, that has successfully been unfrozen for you, is that correct?
It's been unfrozen, yeah.
All right, okay. So just to verify, on that for yourself, it does pop up as unfrozen. Is that correct?
Yeah, that's correct, yeah.
Right, okay. So if you just bear with me,
Okay.
can you make sure that everything does check out on file? Okay, sir. So unfortunately, because of the compromisation that's taken place,
Yeah.
I won't be able to process the cancellations on your card ending in 7166.
Oh.
Rather, we will have to process that on a virtual card for yourself. Is that all right?
Oh, do I need to set a virtual card up?
That's correct.
Ah, shit. Yeah, so I know how to do that. So I can set a digital card up in my account, no?
Yeah, that's correct.
Okay. So do you need me to do that now?
That's correct. You just head into the card section.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it says order a new card. Do I click there?
That's correct. You'll just go ahead and select virtual card, okay?
I mean, I don't know what he's doing now.
Okay, do apologise. Just getting that processed for yourself, okay?
No worries, mate. No worries. That's cool. You take your time. I wonder now if they've realised that I've blocked the card and they are now saying that card's not working, getting to set a digital card up. So as a backup plan, if I hadn't have cancelled the card and I froze it and then he's saying unfreeze it, I wonder what or how he would have got money out of me. Would he have asked for the card details again? Yeah. It says confirm the last 8 digits of your digital card to process cancellations alternatively, yeah?
Perfect. So what you'll do is just view the digital card details and you'll just confirm the last 8 digits of the long card number.
Okay, so the last 8 digits are 42.
All right, okay, so just to verify, that's 42557391.
Correct.
And just go ahead and confirm the expiry date for me.
The expiry date on this new card is 6/29, it says.
Okay, and then just the 3 digits CVV code for yourself.
So the 3-digit code is 427.
All right, okay, just bear with me. I do apologise. We might need to do confirmation of that once again for yourself, okay?
Yeah.
Is it all right if you do go ahead and confirm the last 10 digits instead, just so that you aren't getting anything confused? And that's just with regards to the long card number for yourself. So don't read out the full 16. Just go ahead and confirm the last 10 digits, okay?
The last 10?
4255
Yeah.
739.
So just to let you know, I've made that up completely.
For you.
Completely made that up. Now let's see if he comes back and asks for the last 12 digits and then carries on until we get to all of them.
Okay, and that does appear to be incorrect for yourself, sir.
Huh?
4255
7391.
7391. Okay, and that is in fact not what's on file.
It's what's in front. It's what's on front of me, John.
That should definitely be starting with a 439654 for yourself, okay? I understand completely, okay? Do apologise for the wait, all right? Now, what I can see on file is that you've got in contact with us via our live chat, is that correct? Okay, so that wasn't you.
No, is somebody trying to mess me around here? When did I contact the live chat?
So this was earlier on, just to verify, someone's opened your profile, so essentially they've been contacting the live chat for a certain amount of time, essentially, because the live chat is open for an amount of time. So that does appear to be between when we did end the phone call, and that is shortly after ended for yourself. So just to verify, it wasn't you to get in contact via a live chat, is that correct?
No, I just went into my account and just changed the password quickly while I was driving home. That's all I've done.
Okay, that's fine. No worries at all. Now, David, if you can, in fact, head back onto the account. So the credentials that you had, in fact, provided are not what are reflecting on file, okay? So those are, in fact, incorrect.
What's that, the new card number?
That's correct.
Right, John, give me a second. Give me a second.
Now, sir, I can see on file that the virtual card, that does actually have 00 after the 54.
Oh, John, do you know what, mate?
That's incorrect.
Mate,
okay?
You're stressing me out, John. You're stressing me out, mate.
I apologise.
I'm trying to.
But I do think
I'm giving
you're
you
not reading the right credentials. Okay. Our system isn't incorrect. It is a very systematical system. It does go ahead and process your credentials exactly to what's on file. Okay. And
Well, what do you think I'm doing? Giving you the wrong... Why would I give you the wrong number, John? Do you think... Why would I do that?
So I have no reason as to why, okay? But I know for a fact that you are providing me with incorrect credentials, okay? And that's because on file, I'm able to see that the layout of your card credentials is completely different, okay? The only reason why I'm confirming this with you is for verification purposes, okay? So I am already able to see the credentials on file, but I'm just not able to confirm them due to verification purposes. So essentially, you're providing me with the incorrect credentials on file, and that is for a definite, okay? I understand this is a very stressful situation, David, okay? It is very important that we are getting this rectified for yourself, but you are in fact providing the incorrect credentials.
John, you're wasting my time here. Stressing me out, mate. This is really annoying me. Can I just cancel the account, the whole account? Then.
So essentially, sir, we haven't allowed anything to happen. Okay?
Don't get vexed with me, John. Don't get vexed with me, mate.
I'm not getting vexed with you, sir. Okay, I just need to make sure that you understand that we aren't allowing any of the activity to take place. Okay, the only transactions that did leave your account were the Pizza Go Go transactions, as you've been able to see. So we've not allowed any of these bigger transactions to be processed, and you definitely will not be charged for any of those transactions. So I am based in London, but that is incorrect. That is in fact insignificant.
Because I'm done with it, John. I'm done with it. You shouldn't have allowed this to happen, mate. I mean, I don't know.
Just to verify, sir, the fact that the card credentials were compromised does mean that you would have entered them somewhere that would have led to this.
I've not. Okay? Why would I enter? Why would I enter card details to Pizza Go Go? I don't even eat pizza.
No,
I'm gluten.
I didn't say that.
John, I'm gluten intolerant. I don't eat gluten.
Of course, I understand, sir. You might be gluten free, okay? But I'm not saying you entered them into the Pizza Go Go. What I'm saying is someone that you've entered your card credentials online has led to this taking place, all right? Even if you're not aware of whether they're genuine or not, okay? No one's saying it's your fault, sir. This does happen day in, day out, all right? Now, just to confirm, if you are not able to process us with the correct credentials, unfortunately, we won't be able to assist you. Now, earlier on in the call, I've just gone ahead and got the account system, okay? The verbal confirmation of the account balances was, in fact, incorrect on file, okay? So, essentially, you just processed the account security, and the verbal confirmation that you did provide earlier on in the phone call doesn't match up with your account, so we can't verify you currently. So, what I will have to do now is, essentially, I'm going to have to put down the line, because I won't be able to verify you.
Can't you do the? Can't you?
I apologise, sir.
John,
failed security.
John, can't you do the thing where you log into my account like they do in India, or do they not have that system in Bulgaria?
No. So essentially, you would have received an email from us earlier on. Okay, that's with regards to the login activity that's taking place. All right.
Yeah, but I know. But usually, John, give me a second. Usually, John, when people are trying to scam you like they do in India, you know, like when the Indians come on and, you know, like you see it on TikTok and YouTube and you see these videos where the scammer scams the scammer. In India, they manage to like log on to people's computers and have a little look. I was just wondering if because you're based in Bulgaria, if you're not able to do that, John.
So just to verify, sir.
Just to verify, John, you're on YouTube, mate. You're on YouTube. We are live on YouTube. Mr. John.
Based in Bulgaria, okay? What I'm going to do for you is essentially I'm going to
Lovely, John! John, it's been a pleasure wasting 38 minutes of your time, you sucker!
Let me speak to your YouTube viewers, sir. Your YouTube viewers.
Go on, speak to them, John.
Big dick, right?
Oh, that's lovely language, John. Lovely language. Listen, John. Lovely, John. Oh, that's lovely, John. That's lovely. Well, listen, you'll see this on YouTube, mate. Don't you worry about it. John, just a quick question, mate. How do you sleep at night doing this? I mean, look, I'm all for making money. I'm a businessman, you know, but why would you possibly do this? You sound like a decent geezer, you know what I mean? I mean, you're not calling from India or living in a shed or living in a shack. There's plenty of different ways that you can make money. Why would you choose to rip people off like this? Just out of interest. And he's gone. Got a little bit angry then, didn't he? A little bit angry. I don't know where he got all the information from the account. But, well, it's a little bit worrying. So we shall see. I've changed all the details on there. So let's see what happened. But you could see at the end, he got proper vexed, didn't he? So there you go. Mr. Travel On,
beats the scammers. So be careful, folks. Whatever happens, don't trust anybody at all with your information, your details, anything like that. He was literally trying to get a whole number off me where he could use it. And then I think what the procedure would have been, if I'd have been stupid enough to give him the card details, he'd have then made the transactions and he'd have said, look, that says pending, click to authorize it, make sure it's authorized. But there you go, be careful. But number one, he called from an English number. Number two, he was an English person. So you've got to be even more vigilant now. So we'll see what happens. I shall keep you posted if John or any of his colleagues decide to call me back. See you later.
I don't ever slow up, no I don't take shit. I got no love for the fakeness. If you wanna play tough and wanna hate this, I'll always show up. I don't ever slow up, no I